Let's get the serious stuff out the way, man.
All right, so real quick, we just had, one of the, a well-recognized show. One of, to me, which I think he makes the show. He made the show, a lot of the show. R.I.P. Angus Cloud.
Angus Cloud just passed away a couple of days ago. 25 years old. Extremely sad, like you said, rising star on the hit show, the
HBO show,
Euphoria. 2 seasons in to his, he really stood out and started his most recent season.
He definitely did.
His storyline was going to pick up a little bit more too.
The ending of the last season was his storyline, pretty much right there.
Yeah.
So they talked about, which I've heard people dib and dab about their thoughts, talk about his mental health issues or whatever the case might be.
Right.
Rest in peace. Nobody's really saying what happened, but there's speculation of it was a self-transition.
Yeah, I definitely want to send condolences and positive thoughts to his mother, his brother, his whole family. He just lost his dad a week prior
before.
too, so that
That's
family
insane.
suffered 2 extremely major losses in a matter of a week and a half, 2 week span.
Yeah,
so,
which is crazy.
Yeah, I mean that's serious business. So rest in peace to the young man. Like you said, a lot of people watched the show for it. They loved his storyline.
Definitely.
And he definitely left a lot of people with enjoyable hours of content. So
definitely.
Rest in peace to the young brother.
Definitely. Also, another serious moment, but that had a better ending to it is, it's one of internet's favorite family. One of, the biggest rising stars, due to his dad, but his own stardom in his own.
Yeah.
Bronny James,
Bronny
up and coming
James,
freshman.
Yeah.
18 years old freshman coming into USC. He suffered cardiac arrest, which is more than, 9 times out of 10, a heart attack.
Heart attack, yeah.
On the court, practice. Prayers up to him. Thankfully that it wasn't a self-practice and he wasn't in the gym by himself.
Exactly, yeah.
Because, a lot of basketball players do that. You've probably done it. I've done it. People that play sports, just work out. We've all been by ourselves.
18-year-old kid hooping,
that's what I've been doing all my life. I'm going to go to the gym.
Yeah. And so you don't need nobody to play basketball with.
Exactly.
Hoop, yeah.
And so he suffered he suffered a heart attack on the court during practice and
collapsed.
And so he was in the hospital and we did see a video of him a few days later of playing the piano. LeBron showed that, so looks like he's in good spirits.
Yeah, I'm reading this article now. They said the best case scenario for Bronny is the cause of his cardiac arrest to be something that is treatable and reversible. He was recently discharged from the hospital as well, so
yeah.
I don't know. I think that's a tricky situation because at the end of the day, he doesn't need to play basketball. I mean,
he doesn't.
From a billionaire family, and I'm not sure how much they would want to risk it, especially when we don't know the cause of it. I mean,
exactly.
It
may not be. Yeah, that's what you would think. Especially knowing LeBron himself, he spends $1 million a year on his body. So, I mean, of course, he has the best physicians, the best doctors, the best trainers, everything around him.
Yeah.
So, I think that is one of those things. Like you said, he doesn't need to play basketball, but, like a kid when we were all young once, we all wanted to, maybe we should have been doing things we shouldn't have been doing, but we loved it so much we continue to do it. So, we don't know what the next steps may be. He may continue to play basketball because he has all of the best things in his corner.
Yeah.
Or he may not. It's debatable. It's whatever the best decision for that family is, but it's just, just glad to see him in good health and good condition right now.
Yeah, this been we've seen this a couple of times. We just saw the DeMar Hamlin thing, like these young healthy athletes that are just collapsing. They seem to be a lot of them get back to the healthy state that they were in before.
Yep.
But it's always in the back of your mind, like thinking about what if this happens.
What would
again?
happen?
You know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm glad he's doing all right. Of course, everybody loves the James family. You know what I'm saying, with the exception of anybody that played the Lakers in the playoffs for the last 30, 40 years, but I mean, because y'all know how that's going to end every time. But yeah, we health and keep everyone healthy, man. That's all we got for that. I mean, any more serious? Rest in peace to Gilly the Wallow, Gilly Sons, Y&G Cheese. Rest in peace. 25 years old as well, just like Angus. So I mean, you got people that really live life. Yeah. tragically taken.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, that's a crazy thing for somebody. Like I mean, think about it. We're older than that.
Yeah, much.
But
yeah.
but think about it's 25. What we were doing, just having fun and living life, and you don't make it past that.
Yeah, he was an aspiring rapper. His dad was extremely successful, family extremely successful. So for that to be the end of his life is very disheartening, very unfortunate.
Extremely,
when it's blessings surrounding everyone around.
And it seems
you,
like
so.
like somebody like Gilly, who's been out in like the Philly world for a long time.
He been shot. You know what I'm saying, been in a shootout. So
he did everything and finally make it to the success that he's done. And the only thing that was next for him to just kind of pass along to his son and just build him up.
That brand.
And it's like, I can't even do that.
Exactly.
And so rest in peace, and prayers up for Gilly and his family. So that's insane.
Yeah, it is. We want to keep rest in peace, Sinead O'Connor, self-transition as well.
Yep.
Which I mean, also that happened to her son as well, which is I don't know that double combination of like he using more than one person in the family in a short amount of time.
Yeah, it's
that's crazy to even imagine, let alone hear about. So
it's insane.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's heavy stuff.
I can they say about how like when they talk about older couples who are been with each other for a certain amount of time that like one once passed. The next one is short to pass, These have been like kind of, like hearing like self transitions or just really, whatever. But like for those be straight heartbreak.
Exactly.
You never think about like people be like, heartbreak like you get over it, but like heartbreak is real. Like I've seen diagrams especially when I was in school of like heartbreak is actually real. Like your heart is literally separated to an extent type thing where like it's a real thing. So like
you lose your will to live.
Exactly.
Don't find any reason to continue going on, and hopefully nobody experiences that feeling. You know what I mean? Because that's like you said, that's only something you could never relate to unless you're in that situation.
Yeah. So only thing I can say is for people, it's the hardest thing to say from the outside looking in. But all I will say is that talk to somebody. If you're going through some things, if you got anybody close to you, you got a friend, a brother, a sister, a mom, a dad, uncle, aunt, whoever, talk to somebody. Talk to somebody you feel comfortable with. I mean, you look at everybody, like, especially like us as like in the black community, we look at therapy as kind of like, one of those like taboo type things. But no, if you got a therapist, if you got somebody that you can just speak to, if you're ever going through something, just talk to somebody because, you never know. And if you're ever out there and you have somebody that you never know what they're going through, just ask somebody how their day is.
Right, exactly.
Have a listening ear, have a shoulder.
Be kind. Like I said, therapy it's not a requirement, but like I said, it's always nice to have some type of place to release, share these emotions. You know what I mean? Whether it be something that helps you feel better or something that just helps you feel less bad than you are really feeling. You know what I mean? So just keep your spirits high. You know what I mean? If you subscribe to something, commit to it fully. If you got loved ones, make sure you let them know, hey, I'm feeling like this, so they know they need to step up.
Facts.
What they're doing, like you said, talk to someone, just find a way to release those emotions, because holding it in, dealing with that and sitting in by yourself it's
tough.
No one can bear that type of pressure.
And on the other end, just tell somebody you love them. You know what I'm saying? You got friends, you got family, you got anybody. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes seems crazy, but you got your homies. Tell them you love them.
Life is hard, man.
Yeah, you never know. You never know what happened if you just love type things. You never know what they can go through, and they just may need that people like, oh shit, like I appreciate that. So things like that. So just let people know you love them and you care about them, because sometimes that's all they need to just kind of get through that. The thing
about it, man. The thing about life is it's hard, and we all going through it. We all going through that same thing. We all going through the same course. We wake up every day and go to sleep every day. So sometimes those days are rougher than others. So keep your spirits high, keep your head high.
Yeah, definitely.